All right, that's about all I can do, guys. All right, so look what we got. Look what we got today for this bike check. We're gonna take a moment. Take a moment. You guys ready? Okay, what we have here is S&M Sabbath, aka Sean McKinney's signature frame. Now this is actually the second version. The first version has a platform. Some of you guys know. This is the second version with no platform. But this is even more special than that. This is the very, very rare light version. I mean, that's what Alf was saying earlier. I go, this light version, his eyebrow just kind of raised. He goes, there was a lighter version? Yeah, it went from like 45 pound, I think, to like 44 pound. So yes, this is the light version. They use thinner tubing, just basically for some of the younger kids. So I was told, and made some sense. So if you look, some of you guys might be kind of looking at the bike and not like, oh, you know, I'm not impressed. Well, you know what? The owner of this bike right here, when he dropped it off for us to work on it, he didn't want to restore and make it error correct. He just wanted to make it ride good. He wanted to use some of the parts he got, and he wanted to use some new parts. So before you start going, oh, you know, hey, this is sacrilegious, what? Hey.
It's a good word.
Yeah. You know, I love that word. I love that word. I forgot one of the customers came here and used it. You know what? It's been my
Sabbath, you know, the seventh day, sacrilegious, it goes well.
Yeah, yes, yeah, okay. See, you can make those kind of jokes and I can't.
That was not a joke, that was real.
Okay. So let's start again at the front, okay? So we got the Primo Moe Bars. Rare, guys, super rare. You guys know Moe from The Simpsons. Very rare, it's still original paint, original sticker. Very hard to find. So homie got one of those. The Primo Casket.
Casket.
Okay. You know what? Did you talk to one customer that made that comment about the pronunciation, the California kind of? It made a lot of sense, guys. Think about this. Everybody in California, they don't pronounce the T in all their words, and you could tell. That's what he said. You know what? I kind of thought about it.
You pronounce too many T's in that word.
No, there's a lot. There's a lot of word we use, and you know we don't say the T word. So it made a lot of sense. You guys think about that for a little bit. Then you look at the brake lever. Now some of you guys might know this is the short and this is the long. Look at this sizes. Look at this barrel. So this is when Odyssey first came out with their monolevers. Except this is called the Modulever, not the mono. So this is the pre-monolever. And you guys might know there's two different sizes because these are really, really hard to find right now. This is what he got from us. This was his original. Could not find the right side, so he just went with this. I personally, I would have just chopped it, shaped it. That's just my style. But yeah, so this brake lever, if I could remember, is the first brake lever that you could convert a single into a double. It comes with a special barrel, which this one is missing. But that's why this barrel is so big, because you could convert that. So shout out to Odyssey. I don't know who came up with that. Could somebody enlighten me and tell me who came up with this design? Because I don't think anybody at Odyssey, I think they're too young to even know, and that person's probably dead or something. But yeah, give them credit for that, guys. That's why this is so big. And this is, I would say also, this is one of the first freestyle originated brake levers specifically designed for freestyle. Not like those other lever where it's kind of like cross between racing and freestyle. No, this was designed specifically for freestyle.
Also the hinge and then the spacers that you had to get, remember?
Well, the hinge, they didn't come with the hinge. The Tech 77 and all those other ones always came with a hinge. The shim, the reason for the shim was when they designed it, there was certain bars, like the Hoffman bars and all that, that came with like a bigger diameter like a 1 inch, and it reduces where the grip is. So that's not original.
What I meant was these big levers with a big old hinge, because everything else was just like, you gotta slide it off, remember?
Yeah, but no, but Tech 77 had a hinge.
Right, but I meant for the big, because I've never seen such a big lever.
But during that time, Alf was just saying how beefy it is. During that time, remember guys, and some of you guys that are around that age know, just, it was like bigger is better. I'll show you as we get throughout the bike what I'm talking about. But yeah, it was just like everything was oversized. Everything is oversized. You know what? Material cost didn't mean nothing. If you got the extra material, let's make it fatter. And that's what they did. But again, guys, I would say, if you guys could correct me, but this was the very first brake lever that was designed specifically for freestyle. Moving down, we got the Shadow Gyro. So this isn't the error correct one, but he goes, you know what? If I'm gonna go error correct, it's not gonna be smooth. I want a gyro that's smooth. So he went and updated the gyro to be a little bit more smooth. Same thing with the headset. He didn't want to go with the pig because Loose Body went with a sealed one. Current S&M Pitchforks with a 990 plate. So before they actually came out with forks with 990 mounts, I'm gonna take that back. Not before, because they did have Edwood mounts, but there's some guys that had good forks that didn't have mounts because there was no point of making mounts on that specific fork, so they made this plate. It is a 990 plate. You guys can see it mounts in the center just like a old school brake, but it has the 990 posts on it, so you could put 990s on it. So you could use this plate on any fork to convert it to use a 990. You got the Primo pegs. Oh man, I wish I would have done the research.
Stogie? No. Stiffy.
Stiffy, Stogie. Guys, help me out here. Help me out here. Stussy. No, see how
I said Stoogie.
There goes that joke again. But guys, am I right? Whenever I make a joke, he doesn't like it. All right?
I never said that.
Yes, you're always dissing me. God, I hate you. Okay, then you got the Primo, the SOB.
Son of a bomb.
Son of a bomb. SOB Son of a Bomb Hub. Yes, this is an NO. It was NOS, new old stock. But if you guys notice, before I get to the rim, notice how the back one has bigger spokes. There goes that oversize again. So this is actually original. This is all original. Well, unfortunately, he couldn't find a matching front end. We couldn't get him any 12 gauge. Yes, that's 12 gauge. The spokes you guys normally have on your bike is 16 gauge. That's 12 gauge. Look at the size of that. It's huge. 48 hole, 12 gauge. Okay, I can't imagine how heavy that wheel is. We're gonna weigh this thing later. You got the triple wall rim. These are not the Alex Super E's.
They're like riots, you know?
No, you know, I want to say before he had these chrome, because he brought this to us so we could lace it. These are the original hazards. The original Odyssey hazards. Okay? They're not the Alex. Super high, they did that. He could not get his hand on the Odyssey 2x4. They had brake pad called the 2x4 that was the same size as his rim. It was huge. Remember, guys, back then, spare nothing.
It also used to rub a hole in your tire. If you had it too high, it would just destroy that.
I think the bearings in there's 2 bearings on each side.
Yeah.
And there was some
that had 3.
Some that had 3. Like, okay, guys, we can only appreciate the past, okay? Don't repeat it. Moving on to the middle. Now, the middle, there's nothing old school. He has the power bite, which these are the new school power bites. He has the S&M chainsaw sprocket because he couldn't get his hand on the old one, and why? You know, you're gonna pay for old set of power bites a lot where these have the inserts. So he went with newer ones. The Primo tenderizer, the metal one. Guys, they still make these. These are never discontinued. They still make these. And you can get it from Epic BMX. I'm not sure if this is on epicbmx.com. I don't think so, I think this is install only.
Yeah.
So sorry guys, these are install only because there's so few. Now, like I said, they still make them, but they make a very, very limited amount. So unfortunately, you want some, hit us up. You got the kink double C-clamp. If you guys recall the old, some of the old bike check we did, back then, if you didn't have a double C-clamp, you didn't know what was up.
Me and Johnny used to cut the doubles and then split them. So we each had a, out of one, we made two.
Ah, see? That's how this guy gets so rich, man. He knows how to do that kind of stuff, you know? Buy one, get one free. You know? The seat, now this is not my style. I would have put a fatter seat, but again, it's not my bike. This is what the customer wanted. You know, he likes a seat, he likes a slim seat. So then we go back to this wheel. I don't know what I could say about this wheel besides
Overkill.
You know, yeah, overkill. Holy crap.
What color is this? It's like a green yellow blend, mustard?
I want to say kind of McDonald, like honey mustard, would you say? Scratch and sniff.
That chain is way too light for this era.
But look, you're distracting me. It's almost like you didn't want me to talk about this wheel. Guys, I want to see you compare the spokes.
It's 3 times as thick.
Here, hold this bike. I'm gonna, guys.
No.
Give me 1 second.
Oh God, it's gonna take forever. Shameless plug. Go to sheepybrand.com if you want to win this car. Literally, just buy a T-shirt and you'll be entered into the raffle. Twin turbo Audi R8, 800 horsepower. Back to the bike.
No, it's Jason Corona. So yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay, guys, back. Okay, this is a 16 gauge, bro. This is the spoke that comes on a common wheel. Look at this. It's almost double that size.
I would say triple. It's like 2.5.
I mean,
2.5.
I mean, but back in the days, this is what they felt was needed. Not just
I kind of was.
Not just 48 hole, because now we're on 36. But you know what? Why don't we step it up a notch and use 12 gauge? But believe it or not, there are some guys out there that still blew this up, exploded. That just tells you, back in the days, it's just like.
Wouldn't you agree that the weight alone of the bike coming down needed the hefty spokes, because this thing weighs so much, and riders were so much burlier then?
Yeah.
They just didn't care about smoothness.
No. But back in the days, the riding style was like literally go big or go home. Nobody cared about style. No,
and nobody had a home.
Oh my God.
That was the crazy part.
So many people are going to get pissed at us and say nobody has style.
Or homes.
You know? No, but it's just like, you know, you just drop. That's it. Roof drop, gap drop, whatever you want. It was just burly. Nobody wanted to land smooth. Okay? So
I mean, just think about the way
why.
Dave Frymuth like wore his outfit. He had a hat and a helmet. Why did you need both?
Again, that more is better. That more is better. You know, jeans were huge. You know, hey, we got the extra material.
Yeah, cargo, Jinko.
Let's go for it. You know. So it was crazy. It was definitely crazy. He's got the half link chain on it, the shadow one, industry standard, guys.
Now.
So yeah. So there you have it. I mean.
You didn't mention the Comets.
Huh?
The Primo Comets.
The Primo Comets. I mean, oh yeah. I was holding it the whole time. Well, I mean, I guess I'm kind of prejudiced about this. The Comet wasn't anything crazy. You know, it was basically a tire that was a smoothie. A lot of the flatlanders like it because it rolls smoother, but it wasn't as popular. That's why I kind of forgotten about it. But if you guys notice the origin of this, if you guys ever see anybody in a wheelchair, walk up to it. What you guys don't know, here's a fun fact. Primo actually make wheelchair tires. If you ever see someone in a wheelchair and you see a smooth tire going, it'll say Primo. But I'm not sure if it's gonna say Comet on it. You know, it might say coma.
Because their legs are in a coma?
Because it's on a wheelchair. So it might say Primo Coma instead of Comet.
Should end it there.
Cut! No, but yeah. So they designed this for like flatland. They designed for park riding, but unfortunately it didn't take off because a lot of people are like, oh, you know what? There's no tread. I'm gonna slip. But as you can see, we kind of debunked that on one of the videos that we did. That it won't matter. It actually is more sticky. But anything else I forgot. You know, I guess like
I guess it has a built-in London mod.
The brakes is just Umbres. But yeah, it has a built-in London mod. I'm not sure you guys remember what a London mod is. London mod was, the regular gyro went from 2 into 1. So the mod, what it did was it made a 2 into 2, which I like because look, if you guys can see when I pull on one, it moves just one arm. So you can adjust each arm at a time. Some of you guys might go, wow, that's a really cool brake cable. This is also Odyssey, the Odyssey braided cable. I think they were the only one that did it. I haven't seen anything else. Is anything special? Not really. I mean, it's not steel braided cable like what you see in the car. It's stronger. It just gave it a better look.
Let's go weigh it before you forget.
I'm gonna guess. What do you mean before I forget?
You forgot last time?
I didn't forget.
You just didn't want to do it?
No, you had to go.
Yeah, right.
I want to say. Oh man. Dude, I want to say this thing is probably 41.
You or the bike?
There goes that just hating the old man. Dude.
That's a question.
Wow. Oh, guys, this.
You need help? You got it?
I'm not even exaggerating, guys.
Whoa.
No way. No, what? No way.
I think it's the way you're putting it. Put it on the top tube if you can.
Oh. I don't know if it'll fit. Look how big this top tube is.
Get it higher. There it goes. Hurt to scratch. 37.15, so basically 38.
No way. Okay, guys.
It's those cranks. We were way off.
I'm gonna say that scale's broken because, dude, this thing is heavy, guys. There's no way this thing is 37, but 37 is still heavy.
But not as impressive.
Dude, this is...
Big Bertha does feel heavier. It's the light version. Your math was off because of the light version.
No, dude, I'm serious. This thing, I don't know. I think that thing might be broken. 37 pound the scale says. I'm gonna say that scale is broken. This thing probably tips about 40. Because look, it's decked out with everything heavy you can think
the light
about.
frame, I'm telling you.
But only by a pound, so what, 38?
They would have been 39.
So there you guys have it, guys. You guys, if you guys are local here, dude, what's up, man? Hit me up. You got some old school? Hey, if you want to talk about your thing and you're not around it, you want to send us the bike, dude. You know, I'm not gonna pay for shipping. Yeah.
On that note.
Yeah. All right, guys. Subscribe, like, hate us, whatever you want. Maybe us. I don't know.
Oh,
Woo,
dog attack.
Dog fight.